this guy, this guy says, Tom, remember when we used to think that George W. was the dumbest president ever, and then here comes this uneducated imbecile? Yeah, I do. I remember when George W. Bush, he was the dumbest president we ever had. Reagan was actually pretty fucking smart. He was slick. He had bad policies, and he was a bad president, but he was at least intelligent. You know what I mean? W. Rarely. What was it? The quote? Rarely do people ask. Seldom do people ask. Is our children learning? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Won't be fooled again. God damn, he was so fucking dumb. Tom, he went to fucking Yale. Yeah, and I have no fucking clue how. Having said that, yes, I do remember when George W. Bush was the dumbest president ever. I never in a million years thought that there would be people in this country dumb enough to vote for Donald Trump. That's why when he came down the escalator, I looked at my wife and I said, he gonna be out of this race quickly. The sheer volume of people that were in the Republican primary in 2016 is what allowed him to elevate. More people in the 2016 primary voted against Trump than voted for him. He won by attrition, right? And then all these fucking jamokes just bought into the cult bullshit, right? And I will die on this hill. If they ever invent time travel, somebody needs to take the time and effort to go back in time and interview the people who support Donald Trump now before he started with birtherism, before he got in on the Barack Obama bullshit, and ask every single one of them, if Donald Trump ran for president right now, would you vote for him? Because it's not like they wouldn't know who Donald Trump was. Before Donald Trump started with the birtherism bullshit, everybody knew who he was, right? The motherfucker's been putting his face in front of a camera since the goddamn 70s. Everybody knows who he was. And if you go back in time and if you could go back in time and have a chance to interview each and every person that voted for him, back then, if Donald Trump voted, or if Donald Trump ran for president, would you vote for him? They would all say, the elite billionaire who shits on a gold toilet in New York City? Fuck no. The guy who's cheated on all of his wives and bankrupted casinos and screwed over small contractors? Not a fucking chance in hell. But as soon as he put that R next to his name and he won by attrition, as soon as he made it through a very crowded 2016 field, boy, they all fell in line. Every single person that back then wouldn't even entertain the notion of voting for a New York billionaire for president. They all just got down on their knees and sucked that orange